How's it going, guys? Just thought I'd give you a quick overview. I know you guys have seen a million catch boxes, and you new guys may not have, but just thought I'd go over this is my indoor, you can call it indoor, outdoor, I guess, catch box. Little cat litter box, so just any solid cardboard box will do. Got 2 holes punched on either side there to run the length of marking thread through. I call it marking thread. It's just really high visibility string. So we've got a sliced up t-shirt in here for the first layer, and then a layer of denim over top. It's just a set of old jeans that my son outgrew, cut from the crotch up the middle so that there's just 2 long sections of jean, and again layered over top of the t-shirt, and not touching the bottom, or doing our best not to touch the bottom, just drapery. That's what you want. You don't want it solid because then you get bounce outs, or so on. So just try and keep it loose. More of that thread here attached on the outside. It runs through a hole here, and then it's tied around a nut here, and then just hot glued to the side. That's just to make sure that no matter how hard this gets hit, it's not going to rip the thread through. So it's anchored in there pretty good. As for the cap itself, this is the way I always do it, and I've literally never broken one. I just replace them when I've shot the thread up, which happens on the outsides here. It gets frayed here and there, and so on. Sometimes if you just build a new box or whatever. But anyway, I melt. You can drill or melt, whatever. 2 holes. What I do is heat the hell out of it with a propane torch, the tip of a nail, and melt 2 holes in here. The 2 holes, instead of one through the top, is so that it's not doing this spinning crap on you all the time. I don't mind shooting caps on the side, but it's just, you know what I mean, it gets annoying, so it resets faster, or well, instantly actually. So the 2 holes fed to either side, and then I fill up the back end with hot glue, and that makes it really dense, but it also, because hot glue's got some give to it, it's kind of rubbery, it absorbs a ton of shock. And the last thing I do is I do this before I do anything else. So step 1 is actually I warm the face of this with a lighter, just like held onto the side. So the flame is just warming the face of this until it gets like shiny, and then I do it with my fingers. You should do something else. Use a layer or something. But I'm a chef, so it doesn't bother me too much. But I just lick my fingers, get them a little wet, and then press it so that it goes concave. And for 2 reasons I do that. 1, it absorbs a hell of a lot more shock, and 2, when the shot hits it, no matter how it hits it, it always is deflected somehow into the box. You might think that making it convex, like having it bubbled out, would make the shots bounce off of it, and you're kind of right, but the funny, kind of ironic part almost is that if you do that and you hit it absolutely dead square right in the middle and it's bubbled out, it will come back at you every time. So ironically, the better you get at shooting it, the more chances you're going to have of having bounce outs. So just, yeah, curve it in from experience. I'm talking thousands of shots on either design. I had a catch box that had both in it at one point, one that was bubbled out and one that was pushed in, and I always had bounce outs on the pressed out one. So just a little tiny nitpicky point. I always glue a clip of some kind. This is probably maybe the 3rd or 4th clip that I've got on here from people trying. I let people shoot with my box all the time, so just new shooters that have clipped the edges and stuff. But I prefer these pegs because they're just dirt cheap and you can replace the hell out of them. Just a little hot glue on there, and you can put playing cards here, hang things, what have you. You got another option for shooting stuff. Yeah, I like these boxes because they have handles. The duct tape, just duct tape the face of it. You don't have to, I mean, you can do the sides if you wanted to, but I don't do the sides because I'm not shooting at a real pronounced angle where shots would hit the side. I'm always shooting from the front. So the duct tape, it protects your box from getting completely mangled, but you'll see here, like this was a hit with I think it was a marble, might have been a 3/8, but it looks like a marble. But anyway, it just smashed into it, and it didn't, I don't even think it penetrated, probably just bounced off. These ones, nothing, no penetration, just smashed into it. A couple of pass-throughs here, but I just threw another layer of tape over it. That's the beauty of it, is you can just put one more layer over it. It's so thin it doesn't get all bulked up and huge. So yeah, not to run on about a cardboard box, but yeah, you set it up right and these things will last for ages. One thing I do is I tape the back up. You can see down here quite a few hits that, for whatever reason, made it under the skirt and slammed their way into the back here. You can see, I'm trying to hold the camera with one hand, but you can see there's a patch over here. This is where there was a bulk of about 5 or 6 hits that had just about made it out the other side, but weren't through. So every once in a while, when you dump out your catch box of busted marbles from having marbles hit marbles and whatever, you dump it out, clean it once in a while, check for those weak points, because you get these bits and pieces of shattered marbles, because occasionally you'll hit your own marbles that are sitting in the back there. So that's a quick overview of how it looks, how it works, what have you. And shooting at a target this small really makes for good accuracy when you get out in the field. I've found that shooting a 1-inch target, like I shoot air guns a lot, and when you shoot air guns, you're trying to go for usually putting, you want to put 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10 in a 1-inch target. So I transferred that over to really in air gunning, because the pellet is so small, be it 177 or 22, you probably want to do a 1/2 inch. Some even would say a 1/4 inch, but for me it's always been a 1/2 inch. So when I brought it up to an inch, it's only because of projectile size that you've got a little bit of we'll call it room for error. With a 177 or 22 pellet, they're just so small. Like you could put if you took 22 pellets, I don't know if you guys are air gunners or not, but if you're not, you could probably put probably put 6 to 8 pellets. If you put the flatheads, you could probably balance 6 to 8 of them on the face of this. That's how small they are. So you really need them to hit absolutely dead square center. But with a slingshot, you've got a lot more room for error, because you probably couldn't even put 2 marbles on here. You could put maybe 3/8 on here. I don't even know about that. So you have a lot more room to kill your prey with a larger projectile. So sorry if that was a bit of rambling, guys. Might put a video of myself shooting this box. I'm just a little busy right now. Just thought I'd throw this one out here because I was out here already shooting it. Thought you guys could use some tips on putting together a catch box. So hope you guys are having a good day. Hope it's nice where you are. And take care of yourselves. Peace.